It was only a matter of time until this day came. We have our first hardware obsolescence from Starlink, and the victim in this case is the good old Gen 1 router. So if you got Starlink back in the day, like I did, 2020, 2021 timeframe, then you got the original Starlink kit. It was the round dish, and included in that kit was this thing. This is the Generation 1 Starlink router. And Starlink has announced that they're going to no longer support this router. So in this video, I want to talk about what that means, what they're doing to compensate people that are still using this Gen 1 router, and some of the other little caveats that you need to know. So first, let's talk about what is happening and what isn't happening. What is happening is that Starlink is going to stop supporting this original Gen 1 router. And what that means is that it will no longer receive software updates or security updates. So if they discover some new security vulnerability, they're not going to push out an update to your Gen 1 router anymore, leaving the Gen 1 router vulnerable to security issues in the future. So Starlink recommends that you replace your Gen 1 router with another Starlink router or a third-party router, and they're actually giving you a chance to do that for free, as I'll discuss here in a minute. But first, I wanted to be crystal clear right off the top of this video and say that if you're going to be using this Gen 1 router, and let's say you procrastinate this change or just never get around to it, it does not mean that your Gen 1 router Wi-Fi is going to turn off all of a sudden at some point in the future. You can continue using your old router if you want to. It's just not going to receive those ongoing Starlink software updates. I also want to be clear in that this does not affect the Gen 1 antenna or dish in any way. The Gen 1 hardware, in terms of the antenna itself, is not affected. It does not mean that your dish itself is going to stop getting updates. This only has to do with the Wi-Fi router itself. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's talk about what Starlink is doing about it, because you may have gotten an email from Starlink offering you a free router mini, and that is Starlink's solution to this problem. They're making the Gen 1 router obsolete and unsupported, so they're offering to give you a free router mini to use as a replacement. So let's talk about that real quick. The router mini is Starlink's latest Wi-Fi router. It's primarily intended as an accessory, an additional mesh node to increase the Wi-Fi coverage of your existing Starlink system. But as I covered in my full in-depth review of the router mini, it can also be used as a main router on a Starlink system. And that is what Starlink is proposing that you do. If you click the link in the email that Starlink is sending out to claim your free router mini, they will send you one of these and you'll replace your Gen 1 router with the router mini so that you can continue to have a Starlink router that is in full support, full software and security support in the Starlink ecosystem. Now, one of the big questions that I've been seeing online with this whole change and the obsolescence of the Gen 1 router is, how does the router mini stack up and compare? If you accept this proposal from Starlink to have them send you a free router mini and you replace your Gen 1 router with it, how is it going to fare in terms of Wi-Fi coverage and performance in your home? Well, I can answer that for you because I've tested both of these pretty extensively in my own home. So when I got Starlink back in 2021, I had the Generation 1 kit, and I used the Gen 1 router for a long time actually before I actually upgraded my kit. And I had the Gen 1 router installed in the corner of my basement, and it did just fine. It provided Wi-Fi coverage for my whole home. I never had any issues with it whatsoever. I've also tested the router mini, and most recently in my review of the router mini, and I did the same thing. I put it in the corner of my basement in probably the least optimal place that I could, and it provided coverage to basically my entire home, which is a smaller home. It's about 2,000 square feet, but it did the job just fine. So in my opinion, in general, the router mini is equivalent in terms of Wi-Fi performance and coverage to the Gen 1 router. So it is a very much a like for like swap. If the Gen 1 router is meeting your needs in terms of Wi-Fi coverage, then the router mini is likely to continue that on and also meet your needs. In terms of features, the router mini is definitely an upgrade over the Gen 1 router. The Gen 1 router uses older Wi-Fi 5 technology, while the router mini has Wi-Fi 6. It also has Starlink mesh support. So the Gen 1 router is actually the only Starlink router that doesn't support wired or wireless mesh with other Starlink routers. When you upgrade to the router mini, you will receive that support so you can expand your Wi-Fi coverage and expand your Wi-Fi with additional wired or wireless mesh nodes by pairing them to the router mini. On the back, the router mini also has an auxiliary LAN Ethernet port so you can connect physical devices just like the Gen 1 router. It's got a power LED on the front that lets you know the basic status of the router mini. Again, exactly like the Gen 1 router. They're even a very similar size, with the Gen 1 router being slightly bigger and heavier, but overall they occupy roughly the same footprint. So this is going to be really easy to swap in place of your Gen 1 router. And since Starlink is sending you this router mini kit for free to replace your Gen 1 router, there really is no downside in my opinion. There is, however, one caveat that you should know about, which I will cover here in a second when I talk about how to actually swap the router mini in place of your Gen 1 router. Let's do that real quick. So this is probably what your Gen 1 system looks like right now. You have the Gen 1 power supply brick plugged into an AC wall outlet. You have the Generation 1 antenna or dish plugged into the black side of the power brick, and then on the white side you have an Ethernet cable running to your Gen 1 router. Before we start unplugging anything though, what I want you to do is write down your current Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password exactly as you have it set on the Gen 1 router. This is going to make your life a whole lot easier as we go into these next steps. Okay, so now we can move on to actually replacing the Gen 1 router. So it's fairly easy. What you need to do is disconnect the Ethernet cable. You can reuse the existing Ethernet cable that's plugged into the white side of your Gen 1 power brick. You can now set this Gen 1 router aside. You won't need it anymore. Now with the router mini kit, you'll get the router mini, you'll get this little metal stand thing, which I'm going to remove just to be able to show you these steps easier. And then you'll also get the wall adapter. So this is one of the big changes with the router mini as opposed to the Gen 1 router. The Gen 1 router did not have a separate power supply. It was powered via this Ethernet cable over PoE from the power brick. But that's not the case with the router mini. The router mini doesn't support PoE power. So you'll have to use this wall adapter, which means it will require another wall outlet to be able to use the router mini. Other than that though, the process is very straightforward. You'll take your existing Ethernet cable, plug it into the leftmost port. This is the WAN port. It's got a little dish graphic on there. That's how you know. So you'll plug it in there, and I'll go ahead and put the stand back on. And then finally what you'll want to do is plug in the AC wall adapter. So you'll plug this in into a wall outlet, and then the other end goes into the appropriate DC port, just like that. Once you plug it in, you'll see the status LED illuminate on the front left corner. That's how you know you have power. And if the light on your power supply brick doesn't light up, that's okay. Again, it's not being powered over PoE, so it's not going to work the same as your Gen 1 router. Allow the router mini to boot up for a couple minutes, and then you want to take out your phone and connect to the Starlink unsecured Wi-Fi network that pops up. Your old Wi-Fi network should be gone, and a new one that's just labeled Starlink all caps should show up. Connect to that and then open up the Starlink app. You should see a little message that says your router's not configured. You can tap on that, or you can go into network settings to configure the Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password for your new router mini. And remember how I told you to write down your old Wi-Fi name and password? Well, if you use the exact same name and password on the new router mini, that means you won't have to reconnect all of your devices individually. So set it the same as it was before, and all of your devices will reconnect back to the router mini. And that's all there is to it. So now you're using the router mini as your main Starlink router with your original Gen 1 dish. You can now discard your Gen 1 router. You won't need this anymore, as it's now obsolete and unsupported. I think it's really great that Starlink is sending out these free router minis to replace the Gen 1 router for customers for free, for no cost to you at all. It's a fairly straightforward process. Again, just requires an extra AC wall outlet, but shouldn't be a big deal for most people. And again, you can also go third party or use another Starlink router like the Gen 3 router if you wish, but I definitely take advantage of that free router mini. One final thing that I just thought of, if you have a Gen 1 system and a Gen 1 router that you're using, and maybe it's just seasonal, like you use it for a seasonal cabin or maybe in your RV or something, and it's not currently plugged in and online, then you probably didn't get the email about this whole issue and offering you the free router mini. So if that's the case, if you have a Gen 1 router that's not plugged in and in use right now, go ahead and plug it in. Go ahead and this is a good opportunity to plug in your Gen 1 dish, plug in the router, let it do a software update, let it boot up and everything. And that will initiate this whole process of getting the free router mini replacement. Starlink is only sending out these emails to customers who have a Gen 1 router that's currently online and connected. So if your dish is in storage, you're not gonna be on the list to receive the email about your free router mini. So if that's the case, if you haven't gotten the email, make sure your router mini is actually plugged in and booted up and online. I think that's everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully I answered some of your concerns and questions. If I didn't, you can go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'll try my best to help you out. And if you found this video informative or helpful at all, make sure you go ahead and share it with other people, other maybe Starlink Gen 1 owners that you know. Also, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of the important updates like this one. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.